What are you going to say about all the TikTok girls that are saying all these mean things about you and my ring?
That it's proving a point that men are the only creatures in this world that get no unconditional love. They're loved only the condition that they provide something for another person.
That's sad, but I think you might be onto something.
There's really two types of women in this world. The one type that absolutely has to know how much money was spent on her engagement ring. This woman will either know how much you spent because she already had picked out the ring, or she will find out how much you spent either through blatantly asking you or just knowing the specs on the diamond. The other type of woman just wants meaning behind the ring. This meaning can come from the fact that the ring or the gems are a family heirloom, or through the fact that he finds something that really is fitting to her sense of style. For me, I'm simple. He obviously did a good job. But the thing about this second group of women is that they would say yes to a ring pop. When you get down on one knee, they're not looking at the ring first because they're saying yes to you, not the ring.
A single mother is allowed to spend her child support money on whatever she wants.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous? He would rather take a massive pay cut than to give me money to pay for his kids.
That's because the system is designed to work men to death, so the mother can get more money with the excuse of it's in the best interest of the child, when in reality, the women who demand high amounts of child support rarely spend it on the child and rather on themselves.
I'm just so pissed right now because how am I going to pay for my mortgage?
Does anyone else wonder, like, hey, what's wrong with me? Why have I not found my person yet? I'm ready.
Show me your tax returns, show me your bank statements, show me your face, show me your profile, your side profile, show me your body, top to bottom, do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me, okay? You think I'm joking, it's the actual truth.
Something is wrong with you!
I haven't slept with my husband in probably a year. Unintentionally, probably 4 or 5 months. Intentionally, probably 8 or 9 months. And that really gets a lot of people upset.
I wonder how big of a tantrum she would throw if he stopped taking care of her and stopped giving her attention. She is actively using him, then wants to complain on social media when people criticize her for what she's doing.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month because he's not working.
Okay, but seriously, where are all the good guys? They have to be out there. Those of us that are in the dating game have to believe that they're out there or we wouldn't be doing it.
This man just said he don't want to talk. He don't want to talk, but he was talking when he was inside me, right? So you think you can't, so you think you could be inside me, but you can't answer my phone call? You're funny. You're so funny.
Rejected. A lot of women are completely narcissistic, just absolute agents of chaos.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
If you rewatch that video, you'll notice she said the words "me" and "I" once every 2 seconds. I also find it funny that she made that video thinking people would ignore the ridiculous things she said and take her side.
Divorce rates are actually cooking in America right now. Like half of marriages end up failing because of divorce. So I'm probably not even going to get married, or at least not marry an American girl, because I don't want her taking half my and my kids. So that's what it seems like is happening for most dudes in America right now. I'm this close to just becoming a passport bro after school.
More and more men are waking up to the reality that the law rewards women for breaking their marriage contract and tearing their family apart. As more men become aware of the high risk they take on when they participate in a system that was rigged against them from the start, more and more men will simply choose to avoid it altogether.
I'm done with everything I need to focus on now. And just moving to Europe, becoming a passport bro, finding a wife out there.
Oh, finally, bedtime. My favorite time of day.
Oh, because you get to cuddle?
No, it's the only time you're asleep and not nagging me.
I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for.
Hold on. The kids are 8 and 5.
Right.
So you got to give it to him.
She was stripping.
I'm an exotic dancer.
Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do a reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you got to pay.
No, that's how much you got to pay.
What secret you've never told your ex?
I got with someone else when we were talking because I was really drunk.
What'd you do with that someone else?
I just hooked up with him.
She belongs to the streets.
It wasn't bad.
Have you ever hung out the next day?
Yes.
Yeah, where you going? $1,200 a week now. It's over. Yep, you wanted to take care of that girl, your little new girlfriend, and her kids. Now, yes. Cause you got me messed up. I don't care. You taking care of other people's kids. I don't care. Yes, because I need all that money. I need it all. I need every penny I can get. Yep. Now you can see your kids.
This could not be more true.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree.
Where it's so unfortunate that they want someone in their life that will do everything for them, but then they also want to be able to sleep with this person.
No, in point of fact, that's not actually what most men want.
A lot of times women are in relationships with men and they're like, if I'm your mother, like I don't want to sleep with you if I have to literally treat you like a child. How in the world would I be attracted to that?
I can see how that would be unappealing. But yet, that really does beg the question. Why did those women choose to be with those men, knowing exactly who they are, and then expect them to change?
And it's just unfortunate because I think that men are enabled on every corner of life. They get jobs that they're not qualified for. They get in relationships with women that they don't deserve.
So now men are being enabled at every corner of life. That's going to come as a shock to a great many of them.
Because women just want their validation. They want their proximity to these men because they think that that somehow gives them value under patriarchy.
Oh, yep, there's that buzzword, patriarchy.
If you do speak to a man, he just wants somebody that will do everything for him, and then he wants to be able to take all the credit. I see this in the workplace all the time.
I can't help but wonder, where do some of these women keep running into some of these types of men?
A man will have a better title than a woman, but it's the woman who's actually doing all of his work for him. And then in meetings, instead of giving her the credit, he simply just takes it for his own. And I think that women think that that's like climbing up the corporate ladder, or that's doing things in your relationship that are going to like somehow benefit you in the long run. Like your return on investment is going to be significant, but it never is because men will always just use women.
Generalize more, that'll definitely help. Also, that was a very interesting way of painting women as basically helpless and naive.
Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice. They may be finding women to go on dates with, but nothing's sticking. And so they're lashing out at women saying things like, have fun being single or enjoy your cats. Sir, that's the whole point, is that I am having fun being single and I love my cats. And I also love my peace of mind, not having to be accountable to somebody who isn't really that interested. He's not interested in me and my life and things that I want and need out of life. He's interested in his own feelings of being alone and being single. And why can't women just do what he needs them to do? As men age alone, it is not good. Ask any hospice nurse or nursing home nurse or even hospital nurses. No one's visiting. And the men are not okay. But I'm finding that as I age, I am getting happier and happier with myself and my girlfriends and my family. And the idea of having to accommodate a man's insecurities or even securities is just less and less appealing. Us ladies are getting together. We're growing our friendships. We're doing things. And we're finding that we're happier than we've ever been. And men can absolutely not understand that. They want to be able to do less and less and know that there's a woman there to drive them to the hospital or organize their medications or just sit around and do whatever it is that they want to do and take up time and space in her life and accommodate him. And I would dare say, especially the men that are just doing a bunch of dating and saying that they're having a great time and nothing is sticking for them, The men that I know that are dating a bunch are looking for a permanent woman. They're not really happy with that lifestyle. Of course, they have to pretend, like that's the dream. But they're looking for the ride or die until they're 80 and they know that that person's going to be there to help them change their diapers. It's terrifying to them. Me and my girlies and my family, we know that we'll show up for each other because there's no expectation that we're going to change or that there's anything wrong with us. We're just doing what we want to do and enjoying each other's time and space. No one needs to change. But men get their hands on a woman that looks like she might stick around, and immediately he's got a list of things that he's going to need from her. So I say the same thing back to those men. Have fun being single. I happen to love it.